Okay, so we are in Design Space, and today we're going to be talking about the phrases button over here on the left hand side. This is one that came in sometime last year, and I just thought I would take you through and let you know how it all works. So if you click on the phrases button, it's going to open up this screen here. This brings in all the phrases, as you can see up here. You can search for birthday or whatnot. So right now there's approximately 102,000 phrases on here, and they're just lots of different ones for you to try. So what I'm going to do is bring this back up to the top. First, I want to talk about the stuff over here on the left hand side. There's different ways that you can search for items. If you are not a member of Cricut Design Space, if you don't have a monthly or yearly subscription, you can still use some of these features as well. So over on the left, you'll see it says free. So if I click on that, it's going to bring up a page, and it'll show you that there are 359 phrases that you can use that are free. Okay, so all of these are free. And there's some really nice ones in there. Have a look through and see what's there. So I'm going to take that check mark off. And then there's ones that have editable text. Now what that means is, for example, this baseball, if your kid's name or your husband's name isn't Sam or your name isn't Sam, you're not going to want to cut this out. But in this case, if I were to click on it and add it to my canvas, I can now ungroup it. And in doing so, now I can change the name on here. So I can change that to Tom. So you can edit that feature. You can also edit the other features as well. If you want your baseball color, the stitching to be blue, change it to blue. But that's that. So I'm just going to, whoops, just going to delete that. And we'll go back into phrases. So back here in phrases, in the all phrases category, we also have where it says my stuff. So this is an area where you have either bookmarked, uploaded, or purchased different items. So bookmarked means this little flag right here. If you click on it, it changes to green, and it adds it into your bookmarked selection. So if I were to click on bookmarked, everything that I have bookmarked will show up in this section. So as you can see, I just clicked on that one. It's right here. So I can click, remove that, and it goes back out. Okay, so I'm just going to remove that bookmark because that was a paid version, and I don't want that. If you've uploaded any, you can click on upload, and the phrases would show here. Same as with if you had purchased any, okay? The other options in here is the operation type. So if you click on that X, you have the option to either cut, draw, print and cut, or cut and draw. If you are only, this will help you to narrow down your search. So if I'm looking for birthday, and I only want to have items show up that I'm going to cut, then I would click on that, and now I've got 3,080 phrases that are able to be cut on my cutting machine. And then if you want to draw only or whatnot. So I'm going to remove that and remove the birthday. You also have layers. So if I click on the plus sign, it can either be a single layer or a multi-layer. A single layer will be just what it says, one layer, that's it, that's all. If you want a multi-layer, you would click on that and it shows you again the different layers. So back to this baseball, the black layer, the red layer, and the blue layer. You also have, whoops, I'm just going to take that layer off there. So if you're ever wondering what's going on and you're searching stuff and you can't figure it out, if you look over here where layers is, it shows that the number 1 in brackets. That's because it has one layer selected or one option selected. So if you remove that, it takes that away. So you can always go through and have a look and see what type of filter you have on. So the other one, another one that you can look at is the different materials. If you know that you're going to cut something out of faux leather, let's say, just click on the faux leather and it brings it up, shortens your search, and allows you to be more productive, I guess, because you're narrowing down your search. But yeah, there's lots of different options in here as well. And then the very last one is different languages. Because Cricut is in so many different countries now, and there's so many different languages that are being used in Cricut, you can now search for different phrases that are in different languages. So I've clicked on German. I will click on type in birthday, and let's see what comes up, right? Like, so this is different phrases in German that you can now cut, print, whatever it is you're doing, and put them onto your items. So that's a pretty cool feature. And so that's basically all of this. So just to go back into this again, so if I wanted to have this phrase and put it onto my, let's say, a t-shirt, I can see that it's a cut feature, okay? So this is cut, and then this one says it's editable. So that's what that little symbol means there. Let's see if we can find some other ones. There's a draw, so that's a draw phrase. What else do we got? Anyways, if you just look at the little symbols, it does point out the different ways that you can work with it. Anyways, so let's take that one and add it to the canvas. And over on the right-hand side under the layers panel, you can see there's a couple different options. If I ungroup that, then I have the top layer and I have the bottom layer. I can change the color of the top layer just by selecting it and changing the color of it. I really hope that this was useful and helpful to you to be able to use the phrases feature in Cricut Design Space. It is a very cool feature that, you know, someone else has kind of done the work for you, and now you can go along and just tweak it a little bit and make it your own. So again, if you enjoyed this type of video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel and click that bell if you want to know when I upload videos. And I look forward to the next time we're together. Thank you and happy crafting.